Never pay full price again. Join Hotels Etc. right now and slash your travel and entertainment costs up to 70%. Call toll-free 877-967-7283, 877-967-7283, or sign up online, hotelsetc.com. That's HOTELSETC.com.
The holidays will be different this year. Many of us will be hosting loneliness, financial fears, stress, and anxiety. So when you're planning your holiday to-do list, here's something that all ages can enjoy. Better mental health. It starts by being realistic with your time and money. It's okay to say no. Eat healthy food, cut back on alcohol and smoking, and start exercising. Create an emotional support team and stay in touch with each other by phone, social media, or video. Keep those numbers handy. And if you see someone else struggling, reach out. We'll all feel sad about our missed traditions and family this year. But if it's interfering with your work and your personal life, seek help. Talk to your doctor or to a mental health professional. If you're in a crisis, call 800-273-TALK or text TALK to 741-741. This station is part of the Beasley Best community of caring. You can find other holiday mental health tips and resources at our website.
Your vote, your voice. Have an opinion on taxes, foreign affairs, education? Okay then, do something about it. This election day, let your voice be heard and vote. Casting your ballot is your greatest opportunity to actually make a difference in your community and country. So, put your ballot where your mouth is. Get out and vote. A message from the Beasley Best community of caring and this station. Visit our website and click on Your Vote, Your Voice for local voter information.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. I started my first business in the basement of a factory over 30 years ago. We had no heat and no air conditioning. Instead of customers, our office visitors were rats, birds, flies, and snakes. Our office flooded often, and we used blankets as our office walls. We were broke and needed help. That's why I created Patriot Software, to help small business owners with simple payroll for 1 to 100 employees. And if you need help, we will help you for free. Go to PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll processing free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Tune your radio.
Tune in
now.
You can tune into this radio station on any smartphone or tablet.
iPhone,
Android,
BlackBerry,
Nokia,
Samsung,
Windows phones,
or whatever you have. Download the free TuneIn app from your phone or tablet's app store.
Tune in with music, sports, news, and comedy.
From over 70,000 radio stations around the world, including this Beasley Broadcast Group station. Check it out at tunein.com
or your app store.
You are tuned into WWE Lakeville, AM 1100.
The opinions expressed during the sponsored programs on this station are strictly those of the program hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of Beasley Broadcast Group, this station, its staff, other advertisers, or agencies.
Woo! And we are back with another episode of the number one rated business show right here on Real 1100 AM. I'm your host, KC Pride. And today, my heart is broken. I'm saddened. My family lost a legend over the weekend. Rest in peace to my cousin, Charley Pride. He was a country music legend. He was an icon. He was just celebrated as for a Lifetime Achievement Award. But he did pass due to COVID, so we are just heartbroken over that. So rest in peace to Charley Pride once again, and prayers go out to all of my Pride family. Got a great show for you today. We got Sabrina McKenzie, best-selling author and Bravo TV star. Herself will be joining us on the program in just a few minutes. Also joining me today to discuss the power of your vote, I got the policy director for the Urban League, John Moye, is coming in today to talk about the runoff election and what we need to be doing and thinking about before we go vote on January 5th. Also, finishing up the show today, I got the CEO of the Rice Awards himself, Chandon Carter, will be joining me a little bit later on in the program today. So we are still racing to read, and we need your help. I want you to go to racetoread.org and sign up to help Atlanta become the city that reads. We have officially passed the 2 million minutes read mark. So congratulations to Atlanta and all those people out there that's logging those minutes and reading on a daily basis. We are trying to reach 10 million minutes, and we definitely need your help. So I want you to go and sign up today at racetoread.org. You can find out all the information that you need to know there. It'll tell you everything that you need to do to log your minutes and help us become the city that reads. Also, tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., the Black Business Networking event returns with Corey, the networking king himself, and his group, Urban Atlanta, will be hosting their Black Business Networking event. If you want to know more, go to urbanatlanta.org. You can register there. The event is free, and it's a great event. They have a lot of fun. It is a Zoom, but they have a lot of fun, and he inspires the networking in a lot of creative ways. So if you're in business and you want to network with more entrepreneurs and more professionals like yourself, please make sure to go to urbanatlanta.org. I'm so sorry. So 2021 is right around the corner. Are you prepared? Is your business prepared? I know we're in uncertain times right now, but I want to help you succeed in 2021. So I'm hosting a mastermind session before the end of the year, and you can join. I want you to send me an email at connect@kevincpride.com. And trust me, if you own a business or you want to grow your business in spite of what's going on with the pandemic and all the uncertainty that's out there, you need to email me at connect@kevincpride.com. Put in the subject line mastermind. This is not for everyone. This is an advanced session. You definitely want to come prepared, because in 3 hours, I'm going to show you everything that you need to do to succeed, how to brand yourself, how to brand your business, how to market it, how to get it out there. And you will leave with a plan to get it done. Tonight, the Urban League of Greater Atlanta is hosting their final Power of Your Vote event. We've had about 5 of these events now. We've shared a lot of great information on who you need to be voting for, what you need to be thinking about, and all the type of things that you need to know before you go to the polls on January 5th. And I hope everyone is going to be voting if you have not done so already. Also, Georgia is going to decide a lot of what happens with the Biden-Harris administration, because these 2 seats will be the remaining 2 seats that he needs to secure rule in the Senate. So if he gets these 2 seats, he'll be able to get all the stuff that he talked about on the campaign trail done, and we are definitely going to hold him accountable to it. He said he's going to do something about housing affordability. He's going to do something about student loan debt. He's going to repair our bridges and our roads, and he's going to help more people get covered under health care. So definitely go to ulgatl.org and sign up for the Power of Your Vote. It's a free event. All you have to do right there on the homepage, you'll see the flyer for Power of Your Vote. Just click on that flyer. It'll take you straight to the Zoom registration, and we can get you registered, and we will see you tonight. Joining the show very shortly is Sabrina McKenzie. She should be on with us in a second, and we will be right back after this commercial break.
This pandemic has many people suffering. Are you stressed? Are you not sleeping well? Are you suffering from neck pain, back pain, or headaches? Chiropractic can help. Chiropractic is a natural healing art that can resolve many of your ailments. Dr. Williams and Dr. Fowler of Align for Life are board-certified doctors of chiropractic with over 15 years of combined experience. They are located in South Atlanta and are available for your healthcare needs.
If you want to be fine, take care of your spine. Visit them at yourfinespine.com.
wordpress.com. Is your business online? Well, in today's world, if you're not online, then your business is not going to survive. Do you have a WordPress website? Well, if you do, I want to make sure that you go visit my good friends at Fast Fix WP and make sure that WordPress website stays running smooth. Trust me, there is nothing worse than having a big presentation or have a customer on your site and then your site goes down. So I want you to go visit fastfixwp.com and make sure your site stays running smooth and stays online every time you need it. And we are back right here on the number one rated business show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, the number one rated audience. Joining the show right now is Sabrina McKenzie, Bravo TV star and best-selling author. Sabrina McKenzie. Are you there with me? Sabrina?
Yes.
There you go. All right. I know you're having a little technical difficulties today, so I was trying to figure out, all right, is she online? I'm going to have to talk to myself. How we doing?
Hey, how you doing, Kevin? And hi, Atlanta.
Now, where you at?
I'm in Detroit, and you know what, y'all? It's snowing for the first time.
Really?
I am in this cold place. I don't know. I'm coming back home.
Yeah, you need to be down here in Atlanta with us. We down here in the cold, wet rain, so we don't even get the nice little white puffy flakes. All we got is this nasty rain out here today.
Oh my God! No, I'm seeing snow. It really looks like Christmas when it's on. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's what's going on here.
So what's been going on with you? I know you're always busy and you always got 2 or 3 things running. So what's been going on with you?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things going on. Well, right now we opened up a credit center in the heart of Detroit, Michigan, in Southfield. Actually, it's called Southfield. It's the credit marketplace center, and we're servicing families, trying to provide jobs for the community, as well as help them with their credit score, increase their credit score by removing derogatory items such as bankruptcies, foreclosures, student loans, tax liens, child support. If it's on your credit report,
wow,
we can remove it. So I opened up the center with my business partner, and we are just rocking and rolling here. We got like 5 things going on at the same time, but really, really excited that in the middle of a pandemic, we're able to help people.
Now tell me what caught your interest about credit, and why did you feel the need to get into the credit industry?
Because Black people spend $1 trillion.
Yes.
As consumers.
Yes, we do.
That part, right? Black people spend $1 trillion as consumers, and over 70% of all Americans are in debt.
Okay.
I would say 80% are living from paycheck to paycheck, and we know 2% run the entire world. Those are the billionaires.
Okay.
So that's a whole, another 98% of the people that are struggling, even, those that are middle class or maybe well-to-do that make over $100,000 a year, they still are a few checks away from poverty. They go a month without making payments and they're going to be on the street. And so there is a big divide, financial divide and education problem when it comes to financial literacy, particularly in the African American community.
Okay.
And so when I look at what we can do to really help people, I'm reminded of the quote, "He who controls the goal makes the rules." So if we really gonna help people, we're gonna have to control some of this gold.
Oh yeah. Now tell me this. Why does it feel like every problem in the nation is always disproportionate among Black folks? It's like we got everything. We got COVID the worst. We got credit problems the worst. We got access to capital the worst. Why is this another one of those type issues that we see is so prevalent in the Black community?
You said, why is it always that Black people are disproportionate and marginalized in every area?
Yes.
Well, we know that that's systemic. Slavery is still slavery. They removed the shackles, but now it's on the mind. And they've created other mechanisms to keep the African-American family, marginalized. And so we are still fighting that battle. Yes, we don't have shackles, but now we got debt. Now we don't have access to capital. Now we don't have access to jobs. Now we have a higher rate of immortality, a higher rate of the lack of education, a higher rate. All of those numbers are disproportionate, and they all are systemic. It's all institutionalized. I believe it was Dr. Cornell West, who coined the phrase nihilism.
Okay.
And he said, anytime you find a people who are hopeless and that are despair, you are going to find high numbers of several things: joblessness, homelessness, high domestic violence rate, high immortality rate. You're going to find all of these things. And guess where those things are located? In the Black community. So it's systemic. And if we don't have people like myself and other entrepreneurs who are invested in the community by providing jobs, by helping with educational literacy, by helping with, providing loans and opportunities for our community, then we'll always be locked out, because we can't expect nobody to save us but us.
Now, do you see this something that's getting better, at least generationally? Is it starting to get better?
I think it's getting worse, because at least
Really?
Big Mama had enough sense to leave us a house. Y'all not even leaving houses no more.
Wow.
Y'all leaving us GoFundMe pages.
Oh, my goodness.
Big Mama, at least with no degree, Big Mama left us a house.
Okay.
What are you leaving your children?
Okay. Wow. I love that mentality.
Outside of more debt. What are you leaving? So I think it's getting worse. But for those of us that have the knowledge, have the resource, have the information, have the education, and have a little bit of financial backing, we owe it to our community to share this information and to spread the wealth.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was W.E.B. Du Bois that coined the talented 10th. If the talented 10th does not share with the talented, or whom they say the 90%, then we will never survive.
Wow. That's powerful.
What happens is we take that talented 10th group and we go into other communities and we pour our money into other areas, because now we don't want to live in the same community with the rest of us. We don't shop in the same community. We don't, spend our dollar the same. But when we get the education, we have to have a social responsibility attached to that to help those that are less fortunate. If we don't do that, brother, we'll never survive this.
Amen. Now, why are you in Detroit? Why are you not doing this in Atlanta?
Oh, Atlanta's the second stop. Actually,
okay.
Detroit was the first center. We had a building already ready
to
move in. So Detroit was the first stop. But in January, I'll be back in Atlanta. We're opening up a center in Atlanta. We have a center coming in Vegas as well.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're going to try to do this in as many cities where you see a high population of an urban community, so that we can help the people.
Now, what are things looking like in Detroit right now? Is it everything still kind of shut down? Because I know that they were very unhappy with your governor there in the area. So is everything still shut down? People still struggling, trying to survive, or is the city starting to open back up?
The city is definitely closed.
Okay.
You could barely go into restaurants. They won't let you sit. Everything is to go. Everything is boarded up. Even the hotels. I was staying in a hotel. You can't move freely. It's rough. It's tough. And again, a lot of families are struggling. A lot of families are still on unemployment. A lot of people are still waiting for another bailout check.
Yeah.
And so it's very, very difficult. It's not like Atlanta at all, where the people are moving freely.
Okay.
It's not like that at all.
Wow. Now, is COVID, this whole situation, this pandemic, is this making things worse as far as the credit, or do you see a big relief coming? Because I've heard some things about like student loan relief and this type of stuff, and I know they gave moratoriums on a lot of the student loan debts and things like that. So is this pandemic kind of exacerbating the problems that we're already seeing in the credit world?
You know what? I think that the pandemic is a blessing. It's a blessing and a curse. It's a curse, of course, for those people who are dying.
Yes.
But as it relates to anytime you have a market crash, anytime you have a system collapse, anytime you have a devastation like we are seeing globally, it's an opportunity to have an equal playing field. So in other words, if the pandemic wasn't here, it would have never been a platform created for those that are not wealthy to gain access to capital.
Wow. Now,
every time the market, you think of 2008, the most millionaires were created during that time. Since the pandemic, brother, check this out. Since the pandemic, we've seen new billionaires, more billionaires than we've seen in all of last year, just since the pandemic hit.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, this is a good time. This is a good time. And our business has quadrupled because guess what? If people are not working, they're using their credit cards to pay for a mortgage and houses. How can they, eventually that's going to run out. So now their cars are being repossessed. Their homes are being foreclosed. And if they don't remove it off their credit report, how will they get into another house? You can't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then, a lot of folks had some leeway as far as like foreclosure and payments because, they were staving off foreclosures and things like that. One big thing that I'm starting to wonder what's going to happen when that type of help ends.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. And again, this is not even just the USA or Detroit or Atlanta. This is a global pandemic, but particularly in the United States, it's impacting us the most. There's a disparity in every area. I mean, even churches, our Black churches are closed and most of the other churches, they're open. And so you would think the pandemic affects one group more than it does the other. And that's in every area of life. So I'm really appealing to that talented 10th. I'm appealing to those of you. You don't have to feel stuck if you have a bankruptcy. I heard a lady crying on the phone the other day. She said, this is going to be on for 7 years. I said, no, it's not. We're going to take it off.
Wow.
We're going to help you. We're going to get it off. And so it's just a lack of education. Our people perish from a lack of knowledge.
That's true.
And we want to share this information. We want to share the information that they've been utilizing for years. I said, we have the only president that's been bankrupt 4 times and is still a billionaire.
But the crazy thing, it's so necessary. I've never liked the whole credit game anyway, because it's like I got to go get in debt for something I really don't need and start paying it back just so y'all can prove that I'm going to actually pay whatever I borrow and this type of stuff. I've never liked it, but it's definitely something that's necessary because there's always going to be something just out of your reach that I ain't got $300,000 right now to buy my house, but let me borrow, $250. I can put 50 with it,
Right. Well, credit is something right now. We say cash is king, credit is power. What I learned about hanging with the wealthy is that they spend other people's money.
That's true.
Black people spend their money. Wealthy people spend other people's money.
Oh, yeah.
And until we learn the economics and the language of money, we will always be stuck. Until we figure out how to play the game, we will always be marginalized. And so what we're trying to do is show people how the game goes. We're trying to help them by removing those debts, by putting them in a better position, by becoming debt free. That's really what it's about. Owning no man, paying bills off, paying them down, making sure you have high utilization, making sure you have high income, making certain that you are in a position to not leave your family with a deficit, but leave your family with assets.
Now, if somebody is looking to get some credit help, do they have to be in the Detroit area or can anyone call and get help from you guys?
No, you can call us from anywhere at any time and get help. I'll give you our landline here, particularly because I'm going to be operating from this location until it's totally self-sufficient.
Okay.
However, again, we're all across the USA. I have agents in every major city. And so you can feel free to call me from anywhere and I will respond and we can help you in the city that you're in. Okay, so our corporate office is here in Atlanta. However, we can help you in any city that you reside. Can I go ahead and share that number?
Yes, please do.
Awesome. It's 313-263-6365.
All right. One more time for anyone that's listening that wants some help with their credit.
Awesome. It's 313-263-6365. 6365. And again, I'm Dr. McKenzie. And listen, our desire is to really help our community and help our people. So if you are struggling, if they call in your house, if you don't even want to answer your phone because you already know it's a debt collector, make sure you call us. Okay?
Don't answer the 1-800 numbers. Well, Sabrina, thank you so much for joining the program, taking time out your busy schedule. And when you get back here in January, holler at me. Let's get you on. Let's get you in the studio and let's talk a little bit more about it.
Awesome. You got it. I love you, brother. And as soon as I get back to the A, I'm going to hit you up.
All right. I'm going to hold you to that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this.
This pandemic has many people suffering. Are you stressed? Are you not sleeping well? Are you suffering from neck pain, back pain, or headaches? Chiropractic can help. Chiropractic is a natural healing art that can resolve many of your ailments. Dr. Williams and Dr. Fowler of Align for Life are board-certified doctors of chiropractic with over 15 years of combined experience. They are located in South Atlanta and are available for your healthcare needs.
Auto accident, wellness care, slip and fall. We take care of it all. Visit them at yourfinespine.com.
Is your business online? Well, in today's world, if you're not online, then your business is not going to survive. Do you have a WordPress website? Well, if you do, I want to make sure that you go visit my good friends at Fast Fix WP and make sure that WordPress website stays running smooth. Trust me, there is nothing worse than having a big presentation or have a customer on your site and then your site goes down. So I want you to go visit fastfixwp.com and make sure your site stays running smooth and stays online every time you need it.
Once again, we are back right here on the #1 rated business show. I'm your host, KC Pride. And joining the program right now, he is the policy director for the Urban League, Mr. John Moye.
Hey, Kevin. How you doing, brother?
How you been, man? I finally tracked you down long enough to get you on the program.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
We've been talking about a little bit about credit and all that, but first, definitely want to give a shout out to you, man, and the Urban League for all you guys are doing, trying to help us, get the right people in office to help President now, it's official now, President Biden do his best in office this year.
That's right. I mean, it's really important that all of us, everybody at the sound of my voice, no matter whether you're in Brunswick, Savannah, or in Atlanta, get out there and vote. We can do it. We can make history again. Certainly the Urban League of Greater Atlanta it's a nonpartisan organization, but we just want to make sure that our folks get out there and vote, and we can do it. We can make history again, and just in terms of just getting out there and shattering numbers. There are those who don't believe that folks will come back out again in large numbers. I don't believe that at all. I think if you take a look at what's going on right now between all of our community-based organizations, that we're going to do it again.
Now, he was just here yesterday, correct? Getting people ready.
President-elect. Yep. He was certainly in Atlanta, and really, just encouraging folks to get out there and to make their voices heard. And and that's the only way we're going to do it, man. We just got to get out there. We know that there are certainly people who certainly don't want to see our community exercising their franchise. So we just have to call everybody, 10 for 10, call your mama, call your cousins, call everybody, and get them all out there, whether, just get them to the polls, brother. Just get them to the polls.
Last night, one of the things that our representative was saying, I think it was Calvin Smyer, one of the biggest things that he was saying, it was such a low turnout for Black men. Why do you think that?
That's a very good question. Obviously, I'm an African American, a man. I think it's messaging, and quite frankly, I've had a couple of conversations with my own friends, who feel sort of discouraged and sort of feel left out by both parties or whatever. The question is, well, John, what's in it for me? You've been singing this song and dance routine for the last 20 years. We don't see any measurable or tangible, evidence of why our vote matters. And I think we have to talk to them, just grassroots. What does it mean? Whether it's in terms of, education or, infrastructure or a job or careers, we have to tell them. We have to lay it out. People are from Missouri, they're from the show me state, you got to show them and you got to tell them. So I think all of us, particularly as brothers, we have to kind of teach all of our brothers, what it means to vote.
But why do you think women are so much more engaged than men are?
That's a good question. That's the $1 million question, brother.
Okay. I mean, it's the same information going out to both of us.
I think it's information. I think it's information, Kevin. I think so. I just think I think maybe the sisters are just doing a little more research and finding out a little bit more about what the candidates are and what the positions are. I think so. I'm not sure. I'll have to talk to my wife when she gets home tonight about that. But I just think as brothers, I think we just have to really just educate our brothers and just kind of just tell them what the deal is, and that it's important, and I think that's really what we have to do.
Oh yeah. Now another thing that I wanted to kind of go over. Some of the I guess they starting to be conspiracy theories now because he's getting shot down left and right. But a lot of people are so misinformed as far as what's going on with Trump and a lot of these lawsuits and stuff. And I'm so happy that you guys are really putting the facts out there and putting the information out there, because a lot of people really don't know that most of his lawsuits are getting turned down by Republican judges. So kind of speak to that a little bit about what's going on as far as like the lawsuits and everything that he's filing, alleging that there was cheating in the election.
I mean, brother, there's so much going on. I wish we had a lot of time, but the bottom line is that the Supreme Court, there's a court case, Texas versus Pennsylvania, which would have thrown out the ballots of about 20 million people, including 4 states, including Georgia. The Supreme Court declined to take that. And in addition to that, there's been other almost 50-something cases that have been thrown out all over the country, just dismissing it as just frivolous. There's certainly no merit, and including judges that have been appointed, not only the Supreme Court by the current president, but by others.
I was going to say, there's some of his judges that turned down some of his lawsuits.
I mean, just threw him out, brother. Just threw him out, almost laughing him out of court, literally laughing it out of court. But the good news is that, this week, the Electoral College, on Monday, all of us saw it on CNN, each state, their electors voted. Each state, we saw it, I was glued to CNN the whole day. And Stacey Abrams has certainly led our delegation in Calvin Smyre here in the great state of Georgia, where we cast our electoral vote. So what's going to happen now is those certified documents by each Secretary of State, and by the governor's office, those documents will go to Washington. And then on January 6th, they will be, the Congress of the United States will officially certify his election as president. Now, there's been some talk that the 106 Republican members of the House may stage some sort of demonstration on the House floor, but it really does. It's moot.
It won't matter at this point, will it?
He's president-elect.
I've had this conversation so many times because I do a lot of stuff in the political world, and I've had this conversation so many times with folks. It's like that were so scared of every little thing that Trump said, and he said he wasn't going to leave office and this type of stuff. Well, I told him then, he can't stop the United States of America, and he can't stop free people. So it looks like we're going to have a brand new president come January 20.
We're going to have a brand new president, and I can assure you at 12 noon that the current president will be on his merry way from the city of Washington. That much I can assure you.
Now,
President Biden, elect Biden, will be sworn in at the U.S. Capitol at 12 noon on January 20th.
Now, there are some there are some conspiracy theories, I guess you would say, still going around, and people are still kind of buying into it and believing it. What would you say to a lot of the people out there that thinks this was a coup by the government?
Well, you know what I would say? Listen, look, I say, first of all, I would say, do your homework, do your research. A lot of people get their information online and stuff like that. And I would tell anybody, and usually comments now to say that there haven't been any voter suppression tactics. Absolutely. Of course there has been, no question about that. Absolutely. And you can see it. Forget, conspiracy. It's broad daylight, brother. You can look at it because turn the TV on, and you can see it that there are people certainly trying to suppress our vote. But the bottom line is, the good news is that 6 million people spoke in terms of electing the current president. And if there was any question about a coup, it will certainly be behind us come certainly January 20th of next year.
Now, the two Senate races that we're looking at is Kelly Loeffler and Raphael Warnock, and Ossoff versus Perdue. I know Ossoff, this is probably his third or fourth time running for that.
Time.
This is his second time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about? I don't know if you saw the debates as far as like Kelly Loeffler versus Warnock, and then Ossoff by himself. What do you think about? What do you think about Perdue
I saw the debate.
Not doing that that debate with Ossoff?
Listen, it was. Listen, look, good luck. I think everybody, as citizens of Georgia, we would have been happy to have seen both candidates show up on that stage to articulate their positions, but unfortunately, one candidate didn't show up, and I think the candidate that did show up certainly took every advantage of their time in terms of articulating, what their position was. But I think all of us would have preferred to see both candidates certainly on that stage talking about the issues that face everyday Georgians, particularly at this very difficult time.
Oh yeah. Now, what are some of those issues that's really going on? Because I think a lot of people just don't really know. Like some people, I think honestly, not even some people, everybody kind of lives in a bubble in this day and age, because social media and Google and all these tools give you this ability to kind of live in your own world, in your own bubble, where everybody agrees with everything that you say and everything looks the way you think it does. What are some of the things that's truly going on? Because after speaking with the president of the Urban League, with her telling me, the situation that some folks are really in, still not even getting that first unemployment check. I was floored by that.
It's an issue. I mean, so listen. So the first issue facing all of us is this health crisis. We have to get this COVID situation under control. The African American community and all communities of color have been slammed pretty hard in terms of death rates. And so that's the first thing we have to get that under control. The second thing is that we have to get the economy going. And so I'm happy to report, we're hearing good news from our congressional members that they think a deal has been reached with the House and the Senate in terms of doing direct payments. We got to get money into the hands of people. We got to do that. We got to get businesses back on track. As James Carville said in 1992 when President Clinton ran, it's the economy, stupid. It's the economy.
And it always will be the economy.
Listen, if you ain't got a job and you ain't got money, I mean, what's the point of any of it? So we got to get our folks back to work. And here's the thing. We already had issues in our community in terms of unemployment before COVID. COVID has just exacerbated the situation. So we've had some setbacks in our community, but we have even more work to do. So I think for me, at least from our perspective, it's certainly getting this health situation under control and getting our people back to work as soon as we can.
Now, do you know if there's some type of contingency plan if these candidates don't do how everyone is kind of, because I think a lot of folks is just kind of expecting that this blue wave is just going to go ahead and overtake, and Ossoff and Warnock is going to get in there. So is there a contingency plan if that does not happen?
No, well, listen. I think the contingency plan. This is a contingency plan, brother. What you're doing and what I'm doing, beating the drums, and I don't think anybody, irrespective of which way you go, I don't think none of us want to do Monday morning quarterback saying, we wish we could have, should have. You know what I'm saying to you?
Oh yeah.
Now is the time to do it. We have the platform. We have the people that came out. We just got to get them back out. That's it. We just got to if we can just get them to come back out. I'm telling you that we will change the world here in the great state of Georgia. And just in terms of just the sheer volumes and numbers of people coming out. And what's at stake? Everything is at stake. Think about the issue that's going to take place in front of the United States Senate come January in terms of budgets and healthcare and all the stuff that we need for the state, and whether it's hospitals and schools and stuff like that. So this is it. I mean, we literally, you, me, your mama, our cousins can change not just Georgia, but change this country by just coming out, sitting in your absentee ballot, or certainly just going in person and pulling that lever. So we have the power. I mean, we literally, Kevin, have the power right now in our hands. And it may not come this way again in another lifetime. It may not. But at this moment, we have it. And let's go out there and let's do it. Let's get it done.
Beautiful. Now, what is coming up in 2021? We're moving into a lot of folks, even including myself, thought this would be over with by now, and now it looks like its numbers are still running. Just wow.
Yeah.
What does 2021 look like? What do you think?
Listen, I think all of us are praying that that these vaccinations will get out, and that with the vaccination, it will certainly reduce not only the positivity rates, but it will also reduce the infection rates, the hospitalization rates, and the death rates. So I think there's a lot of hope of what's going on. I think and people have to do their research and consult with their physicians and all that good stuff. But the good news is that there's a vaccination that's coming out, and hopefully with the stimulus package that the president-elect has talked about today and in January, and probably going to come back in February, that we're going to be able to get money not only in the hands of people, but also progressive policies that will help our people. We need a lot of help, and so I would say stay tuned for that, and stay tuned. Local stuff. What's going on in the city of Atlanta? What's going on where you live, because all politics are local, right?
It's
what's
true.
going on with your school board? What's going on with your police department? What's going on with your school budget? Take the time as a city. If nothing else, if we've learned nothing else, we have to be engaged, whether it's in Washington or at a local county level. Listen, pick up the phone and call. If you don't know what your county budget is, hey, call the county. Can you send me a copy of the budget so I can know where are my tax dollars going? I pay these taxes every day. You know what I mean? It's your money, and you should know where it's going and who's saying it, who's using that money in your name on your behalf. That's what I would say.
I'm gonna write a letter to the school board out in Paulding County because I'm a little upset what's going on out there. We these COVID cases is just going crazy. I mean, every other day we're starting to see it in the school system. We're getting another notification that someone else came up positive, and they still hadn't shut these schools down. And at least hey, let's stop for a couple weeks and re-gauge or do something.
That's right, and I think there's a huge debate. I mean, obviously, it's a huge debate in terms of I have a few family members of mine that that are educators, and so it depends. I know Atlanta has taken a different position, the city of Atlanta versus some other school districts. So it really depends on call the board of education, call your local superintendent and see what's going on. What's the position, and you might just have to take some time out and go on a Zoom call. Find out when the next Board of Education meeting is, and make your voice heard. Listen, you have every right as parents. I'm a parent. You're a parent to be concerned about our children's safety and welfare and well-being. And so, if nothing else, at least write a letter, tweet, call and pick up a phone, but find out so that you can make an informed decision about which way you want to go and what's best for your family.
Well, John, thank you so much for joining the program today. If somebody wants to attend the Power of Your Vote tonight at 6 p.m., how can they get connected with it?
Just go onto the website. That's www.ulga.org. Go to the Urban League of Greater Atlanta website, to the events section, and just click it, register. I'm going to be on there tonight with Nancy Fleck Johnson, our president, CEO, and a whole host of other great folks. So just come on tonight, and we look forward to seeing you.
Well, John, thank you again for joining the program, and thank you so much for all the great work that y'all are doing over there at the Urban League.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you, brother. God bless and happy Merry Christmas to everybody.
All right, man. We'll be right back after this.
This pandemic has many people suffering. Are you stressed? Are you not sleeping well? Are you suffering from neck pain, back pain, or headaches? Chiropractic can help. Chiropractic is a natural healing art that can resolve many of your ailments. Dr. Williams and Dr. Fowler of Align for Life are board-certified doctors of chiropractic with over 15 years of combined experience. They are located in South Atlanta and are available for your healthcare needs.
If you want to be fine, take care of your spine. Visit them at yourfinespine.com.
Is your business online? Well, in today's world, if you're not online, then your business is not going to survive. Do you have a WordPress website? Well, if you do, I want to make sure that you go visit my good friends at Fast Fix WP and make sure that WordPress website stays running smooth. Trust me, there is nothing worse than having a big presentation or have a customer on your site and then your site goes down. So I want you to go visit fastfixwp.com and make sure your site stays running smooth and stays online every time you need it.
And we are back right here on the number one rated business show on the one and only Real 1100 AM and iHeartRadio. Thank you so much to everybody tuning in from all over the place. NYC checking in, Africa checking in, Atlanta. I know Atlanta checking in. Joining me to the program, he is the CEO of the Rice Awards, Chandon Carter. Are you there with me today, Mr. Carter?
What's going on, man?
How you been, brother?
Man, I'm doing all right.
So the Rice Awards is this weekend.
Right, man. The Rice Awards, man. We've been going through a whole lot all year, man. So we had to dig deep and champion all the champions that have been doing stuff during this COVID time. So everybody just said they want to have the Rice Awards regardless. We don't have to meet up.
Okay.
So we're doing it virtually this weekend. It happens this Saturday at 8 o'clock. Go to our YouTube page, or you can go straight through the website, thericeawards.com at 8 o'clock Saturday.
And I got to commend you, man. This is just 10 years running now, right?
10 years, boy. 10 years. God is good, you know? Yeah. 1 through 3, I thought we had to cancel it.
I'm surprised that you went ahead and did it online this year, because I know how you are about events, and if it can't be right, you ain't going to do it.
Well, you know what? I have a great board, man. I tell you, man, one of my board members, man, I got to give him a shout out because he's always doing great and mighty things. The great state representative, Derek Jackson, he coached me into doing it, man. I didn't want to do it. And he said, listen here, Doc, you know, we go ahead and do the 10. We understand that COVID-19 has affected so many people, but there's so many people out there that's still doing great things. We need to acknowledge them. And when we come back in 2021, we be on our 11th annual. He said, I got something for you. You know, we can call number 11 next year, the homecoming.
Okay.
We'll take the H. We'll take the H and put a 1 right there on each side. And how good is that, Doc? I said, man, you talking real good right now. So next year going to be called the homecoming. And then we also excel outside the state of Georgia. We'll be covering the whole entire United States, flying people in on my dime for that's doing great things across the United States beginning next year on number 11.
Okay. Now, I remember you said you was going to do it out in like Texas. Is that still in the plans?
Well, we said we're still doing Texas, but Texas was a trial run.
Okay.
Last year when we did Texas, we ran into 2 major events and the street was blocked off. We was going against the Democratic the Democratic presidential debate.
Oh yeah.
And then also Scarface was having his birthday.
Wow.
So between Scarface having his birthday party and about 21 Democratic presidential candidates, we failed. But you know what? We failed just in time because we're coming around to the National Rice Awards. And this is a trial basis. So we're going to move it out of Houston, Texas, and just keep it right here in Atlanta, Georgia on the national level.
The best place for it to be.
Yes, sir. I can get out my bed and go down the street and go to it.
Now, is we going to break some news today? Are we going to talk about some winners today? Are we going to break some news?
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's break some news, man. Yeah, we can break some news.
So
all y'all listeners out there that's listening right now, I want to let y'all know that Kevin Pride is my good friend, and he has been nominated for Outstanding in Media. And, man, I appreciate you doing what you're doing and delivering the great word to the people and interviewing all these Class A executives and everybody out here. So, man, I want to let you know, man, you are definitely a winner. You are a winner. But I don't know if you won the Rice Awards yet, but you are a winner.
I thought I was gonna get it out there. So tell us some of the people that we're gonna see this weekend.
Say it once again, please.
I said, tell us some of the people that we're gonna see this weekend.
Well, you know what? You're gonna see our board. You're gonna see our board and some of our supporters. We have 12 board members.
Okay.
Everybody do something. Everybody contribute out of their own pocket this year because we didn't sell any tickets. And I just want to say thank you to the greatest board on this side of heaven. It's 12 of us.
Okay.
And there's no I in team. Even though I'm the creator, the founder, the CEO, I still operate in excellence. I'm so humbled to have these people on my team, man. And we just try to do everything without no favoritism, no nepotism, man. Everybody doing a thing. All are winners. Everybody are winners. But I just want to say that we're looking forward to just celebrating you all out there throughout Metro Atlanta, as well as the great state of Georgia. And as far as the people that's going to participate, you got to see. I'm not going to call no names because we all come under the one umbrella called RICE Awards, which stands for Rising in Community Excellence.
Now, 10th year, a lot of great nominees. What are some of the categories that y'all are going to be giving awards away in?
Well, we have, we normally would give away about 17 categories.
Okay.
And the categories is based on is implemented off of people that works in their industry, but they still giving away free goods. Outstanding in the media like yourself, you in media, but you always out in the public, you doing things, and it's plenty of times you went in your own pockets, Kevin. And God is going to bless you 3 times over, man, because you always going in your own pockets, not waiting for some man to give you something that you're asking for to do God's work. And so for that, you had a nomination, Outstanding in Media, not for how good you sound on the air, but how good you are in the community in the great state of Georgia.
Wow.
So saying that, some of the categories is Business Person of the Year.
Okay.
Outstanding in Media, which you are in. The Founder, which is I. The Rising Star, people who actually just got out there trying to do something and going to excel themselves in the future. The people that's shining with a little light right now, but with a little bit more perseverance, they're going to come on out of that thing and be a great contributor to the community. And then we have Publication of the Year.
Okay.
We have Civil Servant of the Year, which is sponsored by the great mayor of Union City, Mayor
Vince himself.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
So yeah, we looking for it. We're gonna try to put this thing together for an hour, and we're gonna air it for the next 3 weekends.
Okay.
And if it don't look good on weekend number 1, we're gonna edit it some more and make it look good on weekend number 2. And if it don't look good on weekend number 3, we're just gonna just fold it up. But we're not a BET, but we are gonna make sure that this award show is very presentable, that you all can enjoy in your home this Saturday, next Saturday, and January the 2nd.
All right. Now, for a lot of people that may not have heard about the Rice Awards yet, where did the Rice Awards come from?
Well, the Rice Award deprived from when I was doing the Rising Star Award, just giving it to, talking to 11 people in like year number 1 and 2.
Okay.
It was more just like it's based off right now in your category. We chose the best of the best, and the overall winner went home with the 1 trophy, and everybody else went home with a certificate or participation. So to God be the glory. People started sowing seeds into this ministry, and we was able to get all nominees that won in the categories an award. So Rising in Community Excellence, we just decided to honor the nonprofits, the foundations, the people that do good in the community, man. Because so many people want to give up. When people don't give money out to help a cause, they seem to fold up their nonprofits and foundations.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to say that we are the ones that's giving you the hug. We're the ones that giving all of you all the accolades. There are no losers, because even for you to get nominated and only be 44 nominees out of 47,000 nonprofits registered in the great state of Georgia,
wow,
you have already won.
Man. So the Rice Awards this weekend, December 19th. What time is it? What time is it going to air?
We are going to air it on our website. But if you can't get to our website, which is www.thericeawards.com, just look up C. Chandon Carter on YouTube. It'll be on the same identical page. We're going to upload it about 8 o'clock, and it'll be up there. Let y'all see it. We're going to keep it up for like a day.
Okay.
And then we're going to take it back down. And then we're going to re-air it again on the 26th with more editing.
Okay.
And then we're going to take it down. And then we're going to put it back up on January the 2nd. And it's going to stay up there. It's going to stay up there because, we learning. This is a learning process.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to make sure the award is greatly visualized. And we're going to take it off of YouTube and put it on television, which we are aiming for AIB, Bounce Television, as well as Channel 57
Okay.
After January 2nd.
Wow. Okay. Now, I know COVID has just destroyed 2020. It's just been horrible. What are you forecasting for 2021?
Man, we're gonna come out of this thing, man. I think that COVID happened on the dime of someone. I'm trying to keep the two apart between political and Christianity.
Okay.
I don't want to mix those two, but it happened, and while it happened, we had a wash. We had a good wash, and we're just looking forward to see what God has in store for us in 2021. So with all that being said, I mean, we had a lot of people that was able to sit back and relax and get those books off the ground. We had people to start new businesses. We had people to save money. We had marriages getting stronger. We had just children being more obedient, loving the family more. So I don't want COVID to have happened, but some people are benefiting off the stay-at-home factors and the shelter-in-place factors, like myself,
And being able to spend more time with your family.
336 pounds. I was 336 pounds.
Yeah, I got to commend you for that, man. You're looking good, man. You're looking way back. Like, man, I don't think I've ever seen you this fit and this skinny, man.
Well, let me finish. I know your listeners listen. They want to know, okay, is he still 336? Well, Kevin already let the cat out the bag. I lost 90 pounds due to COVID.
Wow.
Not because I caught COVID. It's because I had time to reflect. I had time to find myself.
Okay.
I had time to pray to God more. I had time. I said, Lord, I can't go in the gym, so let me do something else. He said, run on the streets of Atlanta.
Okay.
So I ran. And between me running and praying and fasting, I lost 90 pounds healthy. My numbers is great. And I just thank God. I pray,
most importantly, how you feel, though? How do you feel?
You know what, Kevin? Everybody always asks me, how do I feel? Because I lost 90 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, Kevin, because 90 pounds was not taken off me at one time.
Okay.
I mean, I must say, for all the adult listeners out there, it is true. I have lost weight, but I've also gained weight in all of the same weight loss. And only a true adult will understand what I mean by that.
Okay.
And it makes a lot of sense, because I just want to say that we got to get ourselves healthier. We got so many prayers that have not been answered, and the richest place on this earth is the graveyard. And I believe COVID is one of those places, one of those times that we're going to be able to come out and keep our dreams alive, as long as we wear our mask, 6 feet distance, and wash our hands. Y'all keep on doing exactly what I stated, so we can get these dreams and make them fruition. Nah, I just made a word up.
I heard that. I wasn't going to mention it.
Bring it to fruition, and let's make these dreams reality. This year.
That's beautiful, man. How's your you staying in for Christmas? Did you stay in for Thanksgiving?
I stayed here for Thanksgiving. I actually ran the Peachtree Road Race on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And after I got done, I took a few pictures with my trophy, with my medal and my T-shirt. And now I just archived all that. I put it in I framed it like a picture and everything. And I stayed home, and I'm still staying home. That's why I'm not in the radio station right now. Because I believe I want to come out of this thing, because my daughter needs me, man. She lost her grandmother to COVID. I lost my godmother to COVID. And I'm just going to be obedient and just wait till this great wave just pass by.
Well, thank you so much for joining the program, man. And we'll definitely be watching the Rice Awards at thericeawards.com December 19th. The #1 rated audience is hoping that it's us that win that category. Thank you so much for joining.
All y'all winners. To me, all y'all winners. And you know what? I only had a 2% vote, and you got my 2% vote. So we'll see how that works.
All right. Once again, it's been another episode of the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM and iHeartRadio. Follow me on social media. I am KC Pride. And once again, rest in peace to my cousin, my family, Charley Pride. Once again, I am devastated and heartbroken. Thank you so much. And we're going to leave you with this today.
Whenever I chance to meet Some old friends on the street, they wonder how does a man get to be this way. I've always got a smiling face, anytime and any place. And every time they ask me why, I just smile and say, you've got to kiss an angel good morning and let her know you think about her when you're gone.